Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. So what am I talking about today? Statistical Service has just come out with their survey, and then it's so clear that women are actually the majority in Ghana, right? For so long, we have actually kowtowed to the description, the political slogan that women are the minority. So anytime they are calling minority groups, we are actually put in the same group with this minority group. Why is that so? And why is it that even though we have almost more than 400,000 women in Ghana, we are still labeled as the minority, right? Why is this issue of women being more than men came up? Most things that you find people talking about is the fact that 400,000 women will not get husbands to marry, right? Funnily enough, that was the only thing that people were concerned with. The fact that 400,000 women in Ghana will not get husbands to marry. But what about the fact that 400,000 women, right, are there more than men, but it does not reflect the reality on the ground when it comes to decision making? The statistics, right, in parliament, there are 40 women in parliament out of 275, right? So 40 women, the rest are men. Then we talk about MMDCs, right? And that too, there are 38 women out of the 260 MMDCEs in Ghana. So the 40 women, the percentage is about 14.5 women in parliament. And this is to say that the average in Africa is actually 24%. So Ghana is way below the average in Africa. With MMDCs too, they are 14.62% of women occupying that position. Then when we talk about female ministers in Ghana, right, there are only 8 female ministers in Ghana out of 46. So you see, issues that concern women, the fact that we are more does not reflect in decision-making positions. Positions. It doesn't reflect in that. So obviously, we are not making good use of our numbers to put ourselves out there to actually empower women to take up positions that make decisions that actually affect women. And this reflects in the abuse, because everywhere in the world, minorities are abused. The less privileged are abused. And that is how come we have all these minority groups, right? So when will the woman stand up and say that, no, I'm not in the minority, and this must reflect in decision-making positions, because those decisions goes to affect me. So when we talk about domestic abuse, when we talk about abuse of women in offices, etc., in professional environments, in society, all this have effect on the woman. That's what I'm saying, or I am saying that it is a start for us to actually increase the number of women that are out there. Are we expecting the men to increase the number of women that are out there for us? No, it will not happen, right? And when you are in the position to talk, or if you are a woman and you put yourself out there, definitely there will be people that will call you names. I have been called names on this platform. So it is okay. Understand that it is okay for you to be called names. But yet still, you're going to put yourself out there because of your girl children and because of also your boy child. That is very important. You're fighting to protect all those people, because when you're not in the right frame of mind, they are also not in the right frame of mind. So women being in decision making actually have a ripple effect on every aspect of our lives. it will have a positive effect on every aspect of our life. Do I think that it is the only solution? No. And there is a female going for the presidency. Obviously, that female should win. But would we as women actually vote for that female to win? That is the question that we should be asking ourselves. Right? So that is basically the question that we should be asking ourselves. Are we ready to rally ourselves around each other, to come together, to actually change the dynamics of how things play out in this country? Almost all the positions are occupied by men. They are not going to make decisions that affect you and I. It is not their job to do so. It is our job to do so, to get into those positions and make decisions that affect you and I. So are we willing as women to put ourselves out there? Are we willing to get into those positions and make decisions that actually change the life of the woman, the conditions of a woman, that a woman does not have to put or have the victim mindset? Right? So are we ready to change? Are we ready to change the dynamics that are out there in our favor? Because I'm saying that we are the majority. When you go to our markets, basically our market women determine, they make power. Right? When you go to our traditional setting, it is the queens that are the king makers. Would a woman say that, no, I do not want to be at the background anymore? My voice shouldn't just be heard in my home anymore, but actually my voice should be heard in public. I'm saying this. Women are more. We are not a weaker vessel. We are very resilient, right? I do not want to carry heavy things, yes. But it doesn't mean that I am not resilient. It doesn't mean that I'm not strong. It doesn't mean that I do not have what it takes to make decisions that actually affect a nation, a decision that actually have a positive influence on a nation. We've seen what Angela Merkel has done with Germany. Right? So basically, being a woman doesn't take anything away from you. In that sense, it actually adds to you. It gives you so much more than you could actually ever think about. So when do we take our positions? From just being behind the men to actually getting out there. And I'm not talking about women that will get into politics and throw away their values. You're talking about women that will get into politics and actually uphold their values and their principles, because we've seen some women that have gotten the opportunity and then you actually think that they'll take the opportunity to change lives, but we've seen what they have used those opportunities for. Those are not the kind of women that we're talking about. But women that would actually take the positions that they have, the mantles that they have been given, and change the life of the girl child and change the life of their boy child and actually change society as a whole, right? To take women out of that mindset of being the victim. So at least in Ghana, I am saying that we are not in the minority group, so let's do away with such thinking. Let's stop. I mean, we are not minority. It is that simple, right? So let's take advantage of that and put ourselves out there and get ourselves out of the victimization mode. Anyway, because once again, your one and only Ama Dake Dagbenami.